ThanksKilling is a 2023 horror film directed by Master of Horror Eli Roth. I have nothing against Eli Roth, don't get me wrong, but Master of Horror seems like something I'd reserve for John Carpenter or even Wes Craven. Eli Roth has only had a couple of movies to his name, and off the top of my head I can think of Cabin Fever, Green Inferno, Hostel, and, well, ThanksKilling. Spoiler alert, I liked the movie quite a bit actually, but I don't know when he got this title unless it was self-prescribed. At any rate, Eli Roth, popular name in the horror world, made a fake movie trailer for the Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez double feature Grindhouse back in like 2007-ish? Yeah. Along with Rob Zombie and some other notable names. They made like fake trailers during the intermission of that movie. And Eli Roth's very infamous trailer, fake trailer, was for a slasher movie called, well, ThanksKilling.
From director Eli Roth. ThanksKilling.
And lo and behold, 14 years later, he actually made it as a real movie. Now, the trailer, the fake one, if you've ever seen it, is very schlocky, very over the top, and is paying homage really to the Grindhouse movies of the 70s and of the 80s. ThanksKilling, the final movie that I'm talking about today, is not quite as absurd as the fake trailer would lead you to believe. It was grounded to have a theatrical runtime, and in many ways is more inspired from I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream than maybe those Grindhouse kind of sleazy horror movies. But you get kind of a mix of the two. And tonally, it sometimes works, and sometimes it doesn't. But overall, what I can say about ThanksKilling is it's an awesome time at the movies, it's a lot of fun, and I'm so thankful to Mr. Roth. Thank you. Because I will never again have to watch ThanksKilling.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty damn awkward, Sheriff. I'm gonna take off now. Say hello to Kristen for me, okay?
Oh, no problem. I am a big proponent of you little guys. I think y'all been treated wrong.
Practically the only other ThanksKilling-themed horror movie that...
Come on, Darren. Come on. God's waiting. Come on. No turkeys up here, Darren. Come on.
and Blood Rage. Thanksgiving is one of those holidays. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to each and every one of you and yours. It's one of those holidays that isn't quite as high as, say, Thanksgiving. It isn't as high as Christmas or Halloween, but it's not at the low bar of anyone's list. It's a mid-range holiday. Yet it doesn't quite have the iconography or the characters to really generate that many horror movies. Like, say what you will about Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day, but at least there's some cool, iconic images associated with those to create some kind of movie spin-offs. Thanksgiving is really like turkeys and pilgrims. That's the bulk of it. Luckily, we get both turkeys and pilgrims in what may be the most Thanksgivingist horror movie ever. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Thanksgiving. ThanksKilling. Stupid. It's not that it's stupid. I like movies that are so bad that they're dumb, but usually those movies have a charm to them. And to me, ThanksKilling, it was so dumb, and it was purposely trying to be bad, and those usually don't work for me. Like the Sharknado types of movies. ThanksKilling, gotta distinguish these names here, while it is dumb, and purposefully so, it also has some serious moments, some thrilling and suspenseful moments, and some satisfying payoffs that you'd expect to see in a big horror movie like this. If you're a fan of the whodunit, style of movie, kind of like Scream, where you set up these different kids and you gotta figure out which one's the killer, you will be pleased with Thanksgiving. If you're a fan of over-the-top, grotesque gore and suspense, you will be a fan of Thanksgiving. Point is, and as a lot of people have pointed this out, it's a crowd pleaser. And we get introduced to a new slasher icon, the Carver, aka John Carver, aka one of the first settlers in America off of the Mayflower, who, after a Black Friday-style riot, which was maybe the most unbelievable part of the movie, because who does Black Friday anymore? But after a riot on Black Friday, causes a big kerfuffle, results in some deaths, and prompts this new killer to take revenge on the people that caused the riot in the first place. It's a great setup for this horror movie. It's not trying to be this deep, philosophical thing. It's trying to have fun in the theater, and I think it delivered very well. In terms of any criticisms I have toward the movie, there are not a lot, because overall the pacing was good, the suspense was good, you know where all the characters are in any given scene, the direction was fine, I liked the music overall, the acting was fine, all of that technical stuff is good, I even like the color choices and the palette and the decorations and the blah 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 blah. All that's fine. I like the movie. Two things though. One is it was a little too derivative of, especially Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Almost some scenes are ripped verbatim from those movies, and I thought maybe it could have had a little more originality. We get there by the end, but we go through kind of the what you'd expect in this kind of movie. Which is okay, though, because it's not totally trying to reinvent the wheel. It is paying homage in a lot of ways, and I even noticed several homages to other holiday slasher movies like Black Christmas and My Bloody Valentine, and they did it, Eli probably did it in a subtle way, yet if you're a big fan of holiday horror films, you'll catch them. Especially that love triangle thing was ripped straight out of My Bloody Valentine. The other major complaint, well not major because I still liked the movie and I liked a lot of the scenes that had this kind of juxtaposition, but there was a bit of a clash between that sleek, witty Scream vibe and the dumb, brash, gory grindhouse vibe. They didn't quite mesh all the time. To give you an example, and this is light spoilers, but if you've seen the fake trailer, you know what to expect. You'll have like a sleek scene where the cops are looking for the clues, trying to figure out who the killer is. The teens are pointing fingers. It's very suspenseful and interesting. And then there's a scene where a woman's literally made into a giant turkey and put on a table. It's like, yeah, I like both of those independently, but when they're side by side in the same movie, it's a little funny. And when the reveal happens at the end, no spoilers about it, but when that reveal happens, you kind of go, why did this why does this killer or killers care so much about Thanksgiving? I know the ultimate point is to have fun because it's a schlocky movie, but you do ask those questions, especially when you get the more serious stuff earlier on. That being said, though, my criticisms are maybe a bit too nitpicky, a bit too minor. I really did like Thanksgiving. I'm glad that I have an annual horror watch for this holiday that deserves some more movies, dang it, because I think it's ripe for horror potential, just like Easter, and, well, where the heck are those? I don't know. Eli Roth, you did it. You done well. I would give this movie probably a 4 out of 5, maybe even a 4.5 on a good day. I liked it. It was fun, it was entertaining, it had likable characters for the most part, and the ones you didn't like, it proves a point to make you not like them. It has everything you need in a nice holiday slasher movie, and it captures that sweet Thanksgiving vibe. I'll let you get back to it. Enjoy your holiday, and remember, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.
I've got plenty to be thankful for.
Gather round the table, everyone.
I haven't got great big